Yeah, yeah. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talking about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up in the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Send about she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers on chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we wrap up Week 11 with a great Monday nighter as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They'll take that, 14 yards on play number one.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now a second down throw for Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The play fake, now Young, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Young looks to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good with a 2-play sequence there. You first see incompletion in a very short period.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you're going to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the gun, it's Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. First and 10, it's Pierce. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Pierce is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Eagles at 6-4 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this way.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. He's got it to the 43 here. You look at this Carolina defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Hurts completing this one quickly. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A first down carry for Barkley. J.C. Horn up to make the tackle. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Rolling to his right. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Panthers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Young. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Looking deep here for Mechie. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the back there, but it'll be third down.
Well, I did love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Young on third down. And that is incomplete.
That's a good bounce back. Touchdown, the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside 3 minutes.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Taking a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Looking to throw, Young. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
That's defense. You're more balanced with that zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
46 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
He finds it again, Saquon Barkley. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Eagles nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Hurts going to keep it running right. Touchdown! Hurts, 37 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. Now cut it to 30-10-7. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Hand off right side to Pierce. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
It's also an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the running and blocks. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Young. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done sometimes when you open things up.
He's got a man, complete. And this has come out. Touchdown in Philadelphia. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point. And leads down to the field goal at 17-14. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Another carry for Pierce. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 16 more on that one and another first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Give to Pierce. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now receiver in motion left. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a handoff for Pierce. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down at the 2.
And the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
Credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Pierce. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring in a 4th and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away 1/2 of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
On 1st down, Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now 2nd and 4. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Finding room in midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They go back to the ground now with Barkley.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll look to throw. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity. Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is in as they have time of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there, and he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Very important extra point there. And he's going to go on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
This is 1st and 10. Young. He completes this one to Mingo.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Here's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 45-yard line.
Young to throw.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll run. This is Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This a long one from 54.
He's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one, and they walk off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost a game. But this is where the proficiency of kickers actually comes back and hurts them.